I've not committed crimes bad enough to have to go to the trial. I've generally just paid off people in the background or had them removed, so um, uh, beaten them with awards. It's a nice thing. You can now beat people with your awards, Jeremy.
It's
you
a
don't,
bludgeon.
yeah.
Good morning, you two.
Hi, Tara. Good morning.
Congratulations to both of you. Jeremy, obviously, congratulations on the Emmy. At one point, I thought you were going to kiss the hazmat presenter, and then I realized it was your wife that handed you the...
I probably would have kissed the hazmat presenter in that moment. I'm not going to lie. Thank you.
That would have gone viral. For sure. This movie, as I'm sure you guys have heard, is absolutely excellent. And I'm always fascinated by the timing of things. I'm currently in Oregon, about 50 miles from Portland. And it's incredible to see what's happening in our country. Has this changed the way you see protests nowadays and what's going on?
Well, we filmed this movie last October, and we were in the streets of Chicago, marching down Michigan Avenue at Balboa Street, chanting "No justice, no peace," chanting "The people united will never be defeated," chanting "The whole world is watching," and enacting what was a police riot, a savage encounter between protesters and police, and it was harrowing to be there in our imaginations, and I don't think any of us could have conceived of the world we'd be in now, where those things would become so much more resonant. Something I love about the movie, which is I think to me a celebration of protest, is that these characters depicted in the movie, Bill Kunstler, who Mark plays, my character, Abby, Tom Hayden, Rennie Davis, Dave Dellinger, they'd all be they'd be in Portland right now. They'd be in Kenosha. They'd be in Atlanta and Minneapolis. And so there is a sort of melding that happens, and also a sort of frightening history repeating itself.
Yeah, it's truly incredible. Mark, watching you in a courtroom, I mean, that's a master class. And I don't know what those days were like when you're there with everybody else, but is it true that you just kept getting standing ovations after scenes in the courtroom? And what is that experience like when you're there in a packed courtroom delivering an Aaron Sorkin courtroom scene with dialogue?
No, that's not true that there were standing ovations. That's not true at all. It was lovely. There were so many very wonderful, talented actors around me all the time. And yeah, there was a courtroom full of people in the room all the time. It's a very concentrated, dramatic space, actually. I hadn't realized how much a courtroom is established to tell a story in a particular pro-con matter of fact way with this judge there. It was a very interesting thing to sit. I've never done jury duty, unfortunately, and I've not committed crimes bad enough to have to go to the trial. I've generally just paid off people in the background or had them removed, so beaten them with awards. It's a nice thing. You can now beat people with your awards, Jeremy.
It's a bludgeon.
Yeah. So no, it was of course fantastic, because the dialogue and the writing was very, very specific and demanding, and for Aaron, even a little comma is important. So yeah. he would come up to me. But I remember one take, he was giving different notes to different people, and he came up to me and said, "Oh, and by the way, I think you'll find it's a comma between that word and this word, and it'll help you. Thank you. Action." And we were off. So
which Mark handled with such grace. I had worked with Aaron on his first film, and I often find myself I love and revere Aaron, and also have a bit of a creatively contentious relationship on set at times, trying to shoehorn in instincts and convictions about character. But I did this because I think there were people who applauded scenes of Mark, and I certainly had lots of noisemakers and a kazoo and a cowbell that that often I would raise in his honor.
Well, this 4 minutes doesn't do this film or you guys justice, but I so appreciate your time. It's one of the best films of the year, and I can't wait for everybody else to see it. And just thank you for everything, you guys. I hope to see you in person one of these days.
You take care there in Oregon.
Oh, we will. Thank you so much.